Alright, hopefully the audio works. This is my second lap on this road. First one, the audio didn't work. This is a new speaker mounted inside, or mic mounted inside my helmet. So hopefully I won't get the wind noise that I had in the last video. Today I've got the Royal Enfield Classic 350 out. We've been on this road quite a lot with this bike. Has a long braking period and an oil change at 300 miles. So we just did that. Tried to keep it below about 45 miles an hour for 300 miles. That's pretty hard to do in the United States. Maybe you can do that in India, where these came from. But anyway, it's supposed to be less than 50 miles all the way to about 1,200 miles on this thing, which is kind of ridiculous. But talked to the dealer and they seem to think, well, after you had your oil change, you know, if you just don't wind it out, vary your speeds, all the normal things you do with most break-in of motors, that should do it. So I'm kind of doing that. I'm still trying to go somewhat easy on it, but if I can, you know, once I get to be able to go 60 anyway, I can go, you know, like down to Anza-Borrego or up to Julian, all the kind of normal rides that I do around these parts. This bike is not going to be a freeway bike. I mean, you could get on the freeway for a short period of time. It tops out at about 70 miles an hour, but that's on a flat surface with no headwind. If you're dealing with uphill and stuff, sometimes you'll be lucky to break 60 miles an hour. But that's okay. I tend to ride a little slower these days, a lot slower than I did before, and I was pretty slow before. So you know, if you're a sport bike rider or an aggressive scrape the pegs rider, that's not me, and that's never been me. Even back in high school when I had a bike, I was all about going out to these nice two-lane roads like this. This is Sage Road. This is kind of behind my house. And if I would have turned left, I would have got into Hemet. Been down there many times to the DMV. They have a much better DMV and much more room for trailers. I've had to take quite a few boat trailers there to be inspected, so that's worked out really well. But you turn the other way, the way I'm going here, this is going to take me to the 79, which is the main road that I usually take out to Borrego Springs, Julian, Palomar Mountain, all those places, Salton Sea. And to the east of me here is the 371. That runs through Anza and then hits the 74, which you can either turn left to go to Idlewild or turn right to go down into Palm Springs. Occasionally I do the ride where I'll take the right into Palm Springs and just take the main drag down through Indio and get back onto I believe it's the 86 down to Salton Sea and back into Borrego Springs and make a big loop that way. That's kind of nice for a change, but you do have to go through a lot of town traffic doing that. I've been wanting to get out to Joshua Tree, 29 Palms, Wonder Valley, that kind of area. In fact, I'd like to go to Death Valley, going that direction and going through Amboy, which I will hopefully do at some point here coming up before too long. It's been too cold to get out there, and it's going to be too hot there pretty soon. There's kind of a small window of opportunity in the spring and the fall to do Death Valley and all that kind of stuff. BMW GS. Still wouldn't mind having one of those. Anyway, this is a nice stretch. I've had the Honda Monkey out here quite a bit. Again, because it's so windy, you know, your speed. I mean, there are people that still go pretty fast here, but for the most part, people are going a little slower, so it's easier for that break-in, keeping the speeds down. Little sand up here to be careful of. Beautiful day out there. It's going to be warming up. Going to be doing a little varnish work on a couple of sailboat parts here next couple of days. So I wanted to get out here on this. Actually, I was supposed to be riding my Vespa 946 today too, but since I had to do a second round here on this bike, hoping the audio comes out, that'll be it for the day. And have to take the scooter out another day. When you got six motorcycles, scooters, rolling stock, you gotta get them out and at least do a little short ride every now and then. Get the oil going, get some gas moving through them. I have a trickle charger that I just have one, and I just go from bike to bike to bike. Keeps the batteries in good shape, but you really need to run the fuel through there. I do use stable if I know that a bike or the bikes will be sitting for a long period of time, but most of the time that's not necessary. Especially with the bikes with fuel injection aren't as bad as the old bikes with carburetors, because they can get all clogged up. This bike is very old school, but it is fuel injected, and it does have anti-lock brakes and a few of the modern technology things. But this is one of these bikes. Royal Enfield really has come a long way. They make some pretty nice bikes now. They're you know, not high end or anything. This 350 is just a beautiful machine. I'll try to get off and take a couple of shots of it when I get to the corner. But they also make a couple of 650s that I'd love to have, but again, I kind of have too many already, so something's going to have to give if I decide to add one of those onto the collection. But for now, this 350 does it. You know, it's as long as you can deal with small horsepower. It's a beautiful, you know, looks like a classic bike. I was thinking about getting another classic BMW, but you know, it's, I mean, for the most part you can get parts for the BMWs, but it just becomes a little more difficult to get parts and that sort of thing. Uh-oh, we got a dog in the road. Watch up, puppy. Watch up, pup. That's not good. Anyway, with this you get kind of a classic bike with a but it's new, you know, so you can get parts and, you know, that sort of thing. So there you go. Already there's a school down here, kind of way back in nowhere, and there's even a school and a nice little park down here. Kind of funny, I used to this road seemed like it used to take forever to get to the 79, but nowadays it seems like it doesn't take any time at all. I guess I'm just used to it. I don't know that I'm really going any faster, maybe a little faster in this bike, because I really was trying to keep it below, you know, 45, 48, and now I'm okay going 50, 55, 60. So there's the school, Cottonwood School. I guess this is considered Oganagua? I forget how you pronounce it. I call it Oganagua. No, that's not right. It goes Oganagua and then Anza. There's a nice little park up here. And it's some little park with some nice little shade structure. It's a really pretty park. A little windmill in there. Right there, little pond. That's super nice. I don't know if that's, I'm assuming that's private property. Pretty sure it is, but here we are already at the corner. That was a fast little route. I'll stop here and let the bike cool off a little bit. Take a break, then I'll go back to 79. Now again, that's going to be traveling much faster, and it's now kind of going home time, so people are not going to be too happy if I'm going slow, but hopefully there'll be enough slow driving cars that I won't have to worry about it. Find neutral. Oh, just a shot of the bike. She's a pretty machine, beautiful. This one's called the Chrome series. There's two colors. There's the red and there's a brown with the chrome. Some solid colors, and then some flat colors, and then a couple of military colors, which the dealer I bought it at's in Escondido, and they said the military ones are popular with the military guys. They like to get a couple different colors. There's a sand one and I think a darker one. But anyway, I'm going to end this right here.